Abby and Grace were two women in their 20s, soft-spoken, kind, and full of purpose. They weren't famous preachers or influencers, just ordinary women serving an extraordinary God. For almost a year, they'd been doing missions through their church, sharing Bibles, praying with strangers, and offering kindness one door at a time. Before every mission, Abby and Grace knelt in prayer. They didn't ask for attention, just for strength, wisdom, and protection. This time was no different. God, go before us. Guide our steps and keep us safe under your wings. They stepped out, unaware that this prayer would soon shield their very lives. Their path led them farther than usual, into a quiet wooded edge of town. There was one house left. Old, isolated, and overgrown. Abby hesitated. This one feels different. But Grace nodded. Let's go. God is with us. They stepped up to the porch and knocked, holding out a care packet and a small Bible. Suddenly, the door creaked open. A tall, intimidating man appeared. He had deep, cold eyes and said nothing. Abby's hand trembled slightly, but she smiled and offered the gift. The man looked startled. His cold demeanor suddenly changed. His eyes darted past the women behind them. He looked pale, scared. Without a word, he snatched the gift and slammed the door shut. Abby and Grace looked at each other in silence. They returned to their car quietly. Did you see how scared he looked? Abby asked. I felt something too, Grace whispered. Like someone was with us. They didn't know it yet, but they were right. 1 week later, headlines flooded the town. Murder suspect caught multiple victims in a secluded area. Abby Frost. The mugshot on the screen was the man from the house. Police confirmed he targeted women who knocked on his door. Reporters asked the man why he didn't attack the two women earlier that week. His response stunned everyone. I couldn't. They weren't alone. There were two big men behind them. I got scared. But surveillance showed only Abby and Grace were there. Abby and Grace wept not from fear, but from awe. God had sent angels unseen, but very real. They praised the Lord that night, overwhelmed by his protection and mercy. He really does send his angels, Grace whispered. Their story spread, not because they were brave, but because God was good. Abby and Grace never stopped sharing the word. But now they shared it with a story too powerful to ignore. We may never see God with our naked eyes, but he is always with us. Reminder, you may not see angels, but that doesn't mean they aren't there. When we walk with God, he walks with us. And sometimes he sends his warriors to stand guard. Let this story remind you, faith doesn't make life easier. It makes us protected, even in the unknown.